Hi guys, Stephanie here with Me, Myself, and Yarn, and today I'm just going to go over some basic stitches. We're going to make a slip knot and then we'll do a chain, and we'll go ahead and work some single crochets into that chain as well. So we'll go ahead with our slip knot. Now I think that I do my slip knot in a pretty unconventional way, and I can't remember if this is how I was taught or if this is kind of how I made it up because I couldn't remember how I was taught, and I tried whatever worked for me. So if this doesn't work for you, you know, you can Google another way to do a slip knot that may be easier for you. But for mine, I wrap mine around my finger twice. I insert my hook in, I grab the second string of yarn and pull it through. And then I remove the loop from my finger and I pull the tail through, and there we go. I got my slip knot. So like I said, that may be a little strange and weird, and if you want to find an easier way, that's up to you. Okay, so we've got our slip knot on our hook, and we've got the yarn woven through our fingers here to keep it nice and slack so that the yarn can move freely through your fingers but still be kind of nice and controlled. Okay, so to make our first chain, we're going to yarn over by sliding the hook under the yarn there, between the yarn and our finger. We're going to grab it and we're going to pull it, twist the hook so that it can pull the yarn but not get stuck on the loop that's already on the hook. And then we're just going to pull it through the hook, through the loop I mean. Okay, so there's our first chain. So we're going to try to do it again. The same thing, we're going to insert the hook under the yarn, called yarning over. We're going to grab that with the hook and we're going to pull it through the loop. Okay, and that is how you make your chain. So we're going to continue doing that until your chain is at the desired length. So I'm going to go ahead and just chain 11. Okay, so I've already got 3 on my hook. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Okay, and the reason I'm doing 11 is because I want to do 10 single crochets. So however many single crochets you want to make, you're going to chain 1 additional chain to that, because when we go into work our single crochets, you're going to skip the first chain here and you're going to go into the second chain from the hook. Okay, so I'm skipping this first chain and I'm going to go into this second chain from hook. Okay, so I'm going to insert the hook in there. Now I'm going to yarn over again. So I've inserted into the hook and I've yarned over. I'm going to grab that and I'm going to pull it through just the first chain. Okay, so now I've got 2 loops on my hook. So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to insert the hook again under the yarn and yarn over, and now I'm going to pull it through both remaining loops on the hook. Okay, so then I'm going to go into my next loop. I'm going to yarn over, pull up a loop, so now I've got 2 on my hook again. Now I'm going to yarn over and pull it through once again. Okay, and then we're going to continue doing the same thing all the way down the chain. Okay, so yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over through both loops. Okay, so we're going to continue all the way down our initial chain here. You want to make sure that your chain is somewhat loose. You don't want too tight of a chain because then it'll be really difficult to get those single crochets in there. Okay, so now we have our single crochet. We should have 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Okay, so now to start our second row of single crochet, we're going to chain 1. So we yarn over and pull up another loop. Okay, so now we have chained 1. We're going to turn our work, so now we're going back the back side. Okay, so we've chained 1, Sometimes I like to insert my hook before I turn completely because it's easier to see the stitches from this side. So if you can see that, we've got our chain 1. We're going to insert the hook into both loops here of the very last single crochet that we made. Okay. And so then we turn, and we're going to do the same thing that we did before on the other side. We're going to yarn over, pull it through, and drop another loop on our hook. Okay. So now we've got the 2 loops. We're going to yarn over and draw through both. Okay. So there's our first single crochet of our second row. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to go through both loops of the next single crochet. We're going to yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, and draw through 2 loops. Okay. And then we're going to do that all the way down, going through both loops of each single crochet, yarning over, and then drawing through both loops on hooks. Okay. Now what you want to be sure you do is you want to make sure that you get all 10, because down here this guy, he's kind of hard to see and he gets missed a lot. We don't want that to happen, because then our work is going to start going in, because we're going to be losing stitches. So you want to make sure that you always have the same number of single crochet on each row. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. And get this guy both of his loops, yarn over again, draw through both loops, and then we've got our next 10 single crochet. So to make a single crochet swatch like this, you're just going to keep repeating that. Remember to always chain 1 before you start your next row. Insert into both loops of the last single crochet that you made. Turn, yarn over and draw up a loop, yarn over and draw through 2 loops. Okay, and we're just going to keep repeating that till you get the desired length of your single crochet swatch. Hope that video was helpful, and I hope that everybody is enjoying their crochet world, and stay tuned for future videos. Thanks.